Morning, welcome back to the channel. It's a cold Monday morning. We've had the first frost of the season this morning. A bit of a shock to the system after all that mild weather. Anyway, we're just on with cleaning out sheds at the minute and putting a few implements away for the winter, ready for maintaining. Yeah, we like to put things away with enough shed space to keep everything under cover over winter, so we'll just tidying the workshop out here and get stuff backed in so we can work on it. Our new main gate is fully operational now. We've put a few chippings around it, but eventually we're going to have the entrance into the yard redone after Christmas, so it'll all be nicely tarmacked in. Anyway, I've got a bit of footage of it opening from the other side at night because we've got some lights fitted, so I'll show you that next. But yeah, it works well. All this is a posh gate. The gate is open. Hello, Risby Farm. Flashing light. It's opening. All posh. Takes 2 seconds. That's the man you want to see if you want a gate making. It's programmed to stay open for 1 minute. You ring it on your phone to open it. We've got an intercom where if anybody arrives they press it and then it dials a list of people. There's 3 in the list at present, so if one person doesn't answer, it goes on to the next one, and you can talk to them, and they can decide whether they want to let you in or not. But if it's a coach load of nice ladies, we'll definitely let them in. I said I'd come back when these dykes were running to show you them flowing. I dug through that plantation we cleared out. Quite a lot of water flowing at the minute, and that does get worse. It hasn't quite all filtered through yet. And this is the main dyke. It's running, but one where we put the new pipe into, just there. Get it there. It's dry still yet, but it's on a spring, coming from a spring, so the water actually hasn't got, well, the water table ain't high enough yet here. It hasn't started running, but it's a wet, miserable day, but there's plenty of water running. Just on, we're putting some barriers in across some Moorfield entrance, trying to stop cars and motorbikes getting in, which we've had big trouble with, as you've seen. So I'm just digging a security trench here and keep them out, building the banks up a bit on the entrance into the field. Now look at this. This looks very smart to what it did do the other week. Nicely tarmacked. White lines in. Yeah. Looking good. Disable parking. And put some more white lines across there. All these electric charging points. along the back wall here. So the chargers aren't installed yet, but I think all the cabling's in. Manholes are there anyway for the chargers, so that'll be a long job. Well, we're here starting our next project with the digger, and we're just digging some scrapes in it, making a couple of ponds. As you can see, there's a few reeds here, so it gets wet in winter. Pond's been marked out with sticks. I'll just tracked around the outside just to put a track mark in with the blade down a bit to get an idea. I've got to pull this back about 14 inches deep, make a nice duck pond. Taking shape now. We have the first, second throw back, and that's the boundary, what you can see of the pond. So the next dig and throw back should be straight onto the sides with a bit of luck. Maybe a couple of throwbacks at that side, a bit wider, but yep, all going well. Right, we're on pond number 2 now. You can see it's a bit bigger than the first pond. Plenty of soil to shift. Be better off with a bulldozer really, but it's possible. I thought digging from the middle and throwing it back as far as I can. Done that twice onto a heap, and then I'm throwing that bank now onto what's going to be the banks. So that's how it's done, and I shall go around again, throw it back, then throw it back again. So quite literally you're shifting tons and tons of soil twice. But, yeah, we're aiming for about 16 inches deep, I think, maximum, and then it'll be graded up to the bank like the other one. Yeah, we're just on the final strip back to the bank of this pond. As you can see, it's a fair road size. Just need some water in it now. Yeah, when I get round to the back to where I started, then it'll be a case of just grading the bank up, making it a nice slope, and flattening it down, flattening the top off, and it'll look like the other one, which will be nice. Get some wildlife on it, and get it grown up a bit with some rushes and everything. It'll be smart. Well, that's pond number 2 finished, all done and dusted. Bank's graded, sides graded. Yeah, pleased with that.
Marshall on her birthday, send her lots of lugs. Love and hugs all.
Right, I thought I'd just come down here and have a look at them ponds that I dug a few weeks back. See if there's any water on them. Just having an update on them ponds that I dug earlier on in the video. I just thought I'd come down and have a look at them. Now we've had a few weeks pass, and we've had a lot of water. We've had over 100 millimetres of rain in November up here, well over. So there should be some water in them now, so we'll just have a look. I know the ground's a lot wetter than what it was earlier on when I was down here digging them, so yeah, there should be some water. Yes, this is pond number 1. Definitely some water in it. It's looking good. Brilliant. Oh yeah. Now that looks nice, that's satisfying. Yeah, we'll have a look at pond number 2. I mean, as you can see, it's a wet field anyway, very unproductive. That's why it's not cropped. So we'll have a look at number 2. Oh yeah, here's pond number 2. A bit sticky underfoot at the minute. Yeah, it's filling, this one. It's coming on. Yeah, looks really good. Really pleased with that. But yeah, it's wet down where we are. As you can see in the distance, not how I feel, but there's water on it, standing a couple of places. It's all pumped land down here. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Video Diary on the Farm. It's been a bit of a steady week, really. We've had that much rain this week. Not every day, but a lot anyway. Every other day. Yeah, not been fit to travel. Got loads of spraying to do. We've been doing them other jobs. Stopping the bikes getting in and the cars racing around the fields. But as far as land work goes, we haven't done anything really on the land this week. So, yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed the content, what you've seen. And if you have, please hit that like, share and subscribe button. And thank you very much for watching. We'll hopefully see you next week.